Is ChatGPT officially dethroned? Meet DeepSeek R1, the game-changing tool that's taking the world by storm. Everyone is talking about DeepSeek, but do you know why it's stealing the spotlight? Stick around, because in this video, I'll show you 21 wild examples that will blow your mind. After watching this video, kindly tell me what you think about DeepSeek R1. If you are new to my channel, there are ways you can support me to grow, and that is by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. Now, let's get into the video.
Right, so OpenAI has released the operator yesterday, but I want to show you a way to do approximately the same thing 100% using open source software and locally on your browser. Of course, we are going to use GPT-4o for this example, but you don't need to pay any $200 subscription or anything. To do so, we are going to use browser use, which is a very popular GitHub project, as you can see. And we are also going to use DeepSeek, since DeepSeek is 100% free. So if, as myself, you are a complete no-coder and you want to just, provide the documentation of browser use to build your own agent, you can do it using DeepSeek and the R1 model right here. So let's take a look at my personal prompt. I just described this very quick goal. I just want to search on Hugging Face for a specific license models and then save them into a model file. And to do so, we are just going to create the agent, and the agent will open the browser itself, then search on Hugging Face, etc., etc. To be fair, it's an example which was provided directly by browser use right here. So if you go there in examples, you will see the example itself. But it's very interesting because I never wrote a single line of code by myself. So it's just an interesting process to explain how you can do it and then create your own agents. So here it is. I just provided the whole documentation of browser use and then asked to DeepSeek R1 to write the full tutorial to do it. As you can see here, we have the source and then the step-by-step guide written again by R1 totally for free with my specific requirements, since I'm using Windows 11, in VS Code, etc. So I just followed the steps basically, and then I have this particular script tailor-made for my needs right here. So again, I've never wrote a single line of code, everything was just copy-pasted. And let's take a look at the agent itself. So I will run it, and in a few seconds you will see that everything is happening 100% on my computer, of course with API call to OpenAI. So right now I'm not touching the keyboard or mouse anymore, and everything is happening in direct. So right here, as you can see, you have the autonomous opening of the web browser. Then the screen will just put some numbers on every button, etc. Ask to GPT-4o where we can click to reach the specific goal. So as you saw, it opens autonomously Hugging Face, it sorted all the different models, and then it just extracted the models with a specific license. And now, as you can see in my terminal, the task was completed successfully. And if I open the brand new text file right here, I have all my models sorted directly available here. So here it is. That's how you can create your very own agents. It's a very basic one, but of course you can iterate using DeepSeek R1 to create your own more complex one.
DeepSeek R1 was released just a few days ago, and it has sent shockwaves through the AI industry. R1 is an AI model that has the ability to think just like OpenAI's cutting-edge, state-of-the-art O1 and O3 models. But here's the thing. It's completely open source and open weights. DeepSeek, a small Chinese company, gave all of it away for free, and they even detailed how to reproduce it. But that's not even the craziest part. It was trained for just $5 million, as compared to the tens and hundreds of millions of dollars that most people in the AI industry thought was required to train a model of this caliber. And it has sent everyone in the AI industry scrambling to understand the ramifications. DeepSeek has been called everything from the downfall of major US tech companies like OpenAI and Meta, to the greatest gift to humanity, to a Chinese psyop meant to shake the US to its core. This story is wild, so buckle up. So just about a week ago, President Trump, Sam Altman, the founder and CEO of OpenAI, the founder of Oracle, and many others got together to make the announcement about Project Stargate. That is a $500 billion investment in AI infrastructure built in the US. That is on top of the billions and potentially trillions that have already been spent on GPUs, mostly coming from NVIDIA. Then, right after that, Mark Zuckerberg doubled down on how much his company Meta is going to spend on AI infrastructure, also stating that they are going to continue to spend many billions of dollars building out energy infrastructure and AI infrastructure. So the theme amongst the biggest tech companies in the world is spend as much as we can to win at AI. And then something happened. On January 20th, 2025, a small Chinese research firm called DeepSeek released DeepSeek R1, a completely open source, open weights AI model that has the ability to think, also known as test time compute, that is directly competitive, if not slightly better, than the O1 model by OpenAI that cost hundreds of millions of dollars to train. And just like that, the AI world was flipped upside down. All of a sudden, we had this completely open source version of a state-of-the-art model that we didn't think we were going to have so soon, let alone to be absolutely open source and essentially free. The initial reaction was extremely strong. I've made multiple videos about it. I'll drop them down in the description below. People looked at this and were stunned. The biggest names in the AI industry realized we now had a completely open source, state-of-the-art model. And as everybody was taking this in and super excited that we can play around with it, reproduce it, suddenly the tone shifted.
Here's how to build anything with DeepSeek R1. Alright, so first place you can start is go to DeepSeek, then you're going to go to chat.deepseek.com. I'll be showing you many different ways to automate and build anything you like with DeepSeek today. But let's start off inside the chat here. You're going to make sure that you have DeepSeek R1 selected, and you can also use the web search now as well. So if you select web search, you can also search the web. We'll come on to that in a minute. Now inside chat.deepseek.com, you can actually just run HTML with anything that you build directly in here. So if we say, for example, create a Space Invaders game, what it's going to do is, number one, plan out exactly how it's going to build it. So you can see the sort of inner monologue here. I need to create a Space Invaders game using Python and Pygame. Let me start by recalling the basic structure of a Pygame application. And then it's going to start off figuring out exactly how to build it, how to set up the bullets, the enemies, etc., collision detection, and then we can just build out a game in literally one single prompt, right? Absolutely amazing that you can do that. And again, this is all completely free. Like, you don't need to pay for any of this, and you just build whatever you want. It's never been easier to build websites, tools, apps, games, whatever you want, directly inside DeepSeek R1. Absolutely amazing tool. If you want to run it directly inside the chat, you can just say build it in HTML. What that'll actually do is take the Python code that you've got right here and turn it into HTML that you can run directly inside the chat. So you'll see a run HTML option right there, and then once this is finished coding, which won't take long at all, we can then run the HTML for the game that we've just built. And you can use this process with DeepSeek R1 to basically do anything like this. The good thing about DeepSeek R1 is that it's a reasoning model, right? So it's got logic. It's very good at coding, very good at planning things out, very good at reasoning. If we click on run HTML here, You can see we've got the game ready to go. I can scroll between, I've got the enemies coming towards me, and I've got the green thing that I can just move around right here, right? Pretty amazing, just worked perfectly first time round, and we just built a game that used to take coders literally dozens, if not hundreds of hours to build. So pretty amazing stuff right there.